Good morning, class. Yes, I'm here. I've arrived. Mrs. Sueno. Hello. Yes. Thomas, sit the fuck down. Why are you pulling her braids, Thomas? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Blue. You can call me Blue if you want. And welcome if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I don't know what was that. Honestly, I cannot even tell you. But in spirit of the fact that finals are coming up, mine are starting in the 1st of November. Comment down below to when are your finals starting, because I know I have people who are doing grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, and higher education here on my YouTube channel. So I want to know when are you going to be going through the pits. So today I was like, let me script up some uniform like situation, because you know, school, yeah. And I brought my very trusted notebook that has my name on it, that I got from my bursary, because my bursary is bougie like that. Yeah, you can apply. It's called ISFAP. I don't know if it's closed or not, but like, it's a very good bursary. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all about my study tips, things that will help you in this very difficult situation. It was a very highly requested video. Highly requested meaning there were 2 specific people who asked me, Urenelia, and I don't know if your proper name is Mad Dancer. I'm gonna put all the screenshots right here to the people who asked for a study tips video. And I was like, hey, why not, you know? Because we are all trying to make it out here. So let's start. Some things that are very important, that one of the very most important things, I'm gonna take off my glasses, okay? Because they are reflecting and it's distracting. Great. That rhymed. The very most important things for you to have during this time is time management. Time management, I know it's a very difficult skill to have, to learn, to be like, it's a very difficult skill to have, but you kind of have to do it, because like, if you can't manage your time well, then how are you going to get things done, all of the things that you need to do during the day? So you must know how to manage your time. If you have 24 hours in a day, you sleep for 6 hours, what do you do with the rest of the 18 hours? You break it down. You're like, okay, I need you factor in the time that you shower, the time that you need to eat food, like doing like human necessary needs. If you like left with 12 hours, then how do I capitalize those 12 hours, and which of those hours do I spend studying, and which of this time do I spend like taking a break from that studying? You must be very realistic, guys, as a student, as a person, you know, when you are setting your goals. It's very important for you to do that, because when you wake up in the morning, you're like, what am I gonna do today? You're like, okay, I'm gonna do A, B, and C. But sometimes it can get away from your brain, because your brain has like a million things happening in it. So write down, have a fucking study plan. Have a study plan. You're like, I have 4 modules that I need to study for. I'm gonna study 3 a day or 4 a day, depending on how much time you have in a day. If you have to go to work, you have chores, whatever that you need to do, you factor that in, and then you're like, yes, these 4 modules. After you've chosen how many modules that you're going to do in a day, you have to check how much content do I need to cover for that day. So if you're saying, okay, I have to finish complex numbers by the end of today, I have to have my complex numbers down, and you must be realistic. Also, you also have to check which topic needs how much of your time. You can't be like, oh, complex numbers, which is like a huge thing, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna finish it in a day. That's unrealistic. It's gonna demotivate you, okay? If you like set a plan and then you don't follow through, and you can't follow through, and then you'll be like, this is so hard. Realistically, so that you can feel that form of achievement, you know. Almost happiness, when you get things done, you must be able to feel that thing after you've done studying. That's why you have to set realistic goals. Cool. So after you have your study plan down, and you have like, okay, these are the topics that I need to cover for the day. Just know, Uguti, something that I had to learn the hard way is that each module has like each module or each subject has like a different approach. You can't study in maths the way that you study in life science. You can't study history the way that you study physics. Physics is more like practicing, you just over and over again doing questions. And then history is theory, it's memorization, all of them are understanding basically, but you have to have different approaches for each module. So some of the things that help me a lot, these are like, I brought this with me today. This is yes, you can see that. So this are like topics that I have for my design module. And you see, it literally seems like it's just like gibberish, but it makes sense to me. So what I do, because e-design is a very special module, it needs a lot of your brain and your time and your understanding. What I do is, like, for example, I have a topic that I need to know, which is this one is fatigue failure. And I'm going to, after like going through all of the notes and like writing down in my notes, like all of the notes that I have on fatigue failure, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be like, okay, from the beginning, I'm like, what do I need to know in this chapter? What is important? What will I need in the future? So I'm gonna jot down all of those things in a very tiny handwriting, so fit everything that I need to, because it's very handy to have like, oh, fatigue failure, you know. And then it's very helpful then when I go to like the practice questions, and then I'm like, oh, and this becomes like your Bible of some sort. It's like a cheat sheet in a way, and it's helped me a lot because I can just reference this like always, instead of like going through textbook or going through the notes trying to find something specific. I know if I'm dealing with the local topics to fatigue failure, I'm just gonna find all of that information here. This helps me a lot, but this is for emotional design. It's very different. For my math, it's practicing, understanding. I go over a lot. If it's I'm finding it very difficult to understand a certain topic, what helps is just going to YouTube and be like, help me with A, B, and C. There is this other lecturer on YouTube that helps me a lot, Professor Leonard. Oh my god, his lectures are long, they're like 2 hours long, but they're very thorough and very good, so they help me. And the organic chemistry tutor, if you know the guy, you know him, with the black screen and like colored pins kind of situation. Very, 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 very helpful. But some of us don't have a luxury of being able to stream things like YouTube channel. That's like a luxury that you can't have. So if that's the case, excuse me, please take advantage of your teachers, of your lecturers. As always, since the corona has gone, you attend AMA classes, right? So you do have access to your lectures or teachers. Use them. If you don't understand anything, go to them. And that helps me. I have this very fine thing. I don't know if you can see this. This is like my wall of important information. Mostly I have maths here and applied dynamics, which is very helpful because when I'm actually studying, I'm like, oh, I need to remember this, and then I take my note thing. I don't know. I take this and then I write all that information down. I paste it on here. Whenever I need anything for reference, I get it here. Like important information, I'm like, okay. And it makes sense the way that it's laid out in my head. I can find whatever that I'm looking for, even though I haven't put anything on it lately, because I'm finding this much more practical. If I have like a module that has like a lot of information, I can put them in these but this is also a very helpful tool that I used a lot, especially in second semester beginning and the first semester when I was home. I have like a wall that I left at home with all of these things. So those are my study tips, guys. That's literally what things that like help me personally. I'm not saying the things that I use or the things that I use to study, the way that I study is going to be relevant or helpful to you. It's just how I work, and I find it very helpful. And please do not panic if you feel like, oh my god, I have a lot of information to go through and I have so little time left. Don't panic, okay? It's not gonna help you. Just breathe and do what you can. You have time until the very last day, the very day that you're writing. You can utilize all of the hours that you have left until you write. And I would like to say good luck to all of y'all, the matriculants, especially because your year has been terrible. I wouldn't wish it for anyone for matric, which is such a defining moment for a person in their lives, and then you have to be going through a pandemic, and then you still, teachers and the department has expectations for you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I'm sorry that things had to be this hard for you when the class itself, matric itself, is difficult, but you will make it. Don't worry. If you don't, it's not the end of the world, okay? If you're going to live at 80 years, if you're going to live to 100, 1 year that is lost of a matric is not going to matter that much if you look at it at a bigger scale. Now I'm just like, I'm going off topic, but I just want to say good luck to everyone. Or whatever grade or whatever higher institution, whatever course that you're doing, I hope that we make it, okay guys? That's the end of the video. I love y'all so much, so fucking much. Fine.